What if you could grow healthier vegetables using nothing but soil, sunlight, and old-fashioned wisdom? No lumber, screws, or noisy power tools. That's exactly how the Amish build their raised beds. Rooted in simplicity and self-reliance, they skip store-bought frames and machines, shaping the earth into perfect mounds with horse-drawn tools. These soil rows offer excellent drainage, easier access, and stronger root growth without electricity or plastic gimmicks. In this video, we'll show you how the Amish create raised beds using time-tested techniques and natural materials. Whether you're gardening in a backyard or on a homestead, these methods can transform your harvest. And don't forget to subscribe for more timeless gardening wisdom. When people hear raised beds, they often picture wooden or metal-framed boxes. But the Amish approach is much simpler and grounded in tradition. Instead of buying pre-made frames or using power tools, Amish farmers often shape raised rows directly into the earth using natural resources and horse-drawn equipment. These unframed soil mounds serve the same purpose as modern raised beds, lifting the soil above ground level to improve drainage, reduce waterlogging, and allow roots to breathe more freely. The elevated soil warms up faster in spring, supports healthier root growth, and makes planting and harvesting easier, especially for older individuals or those with limited mobility. This method of gardening is not only cost-effective and practical, but also deeply rooted in simplicity. It avoids unnecessary construction materials and focuses on building a direct connection with the land. The Amish rely on time-tested tools like horse-drawn plows and disc harrows to form these soil mounds. These implements gently till and shape the land into long raised rows, ideal for growing vegetables. A particularly interesting tool in Amish gardening is a horse-drawn plastic layer. This device wraps black polyethylene plastic mulch over the raised beds. The plastic serves several functions, conserving soil moisture, reducing weed growth by blocking sunlight, and offering protection from temperature extremes. Slits are cut into the plastic to allow for planting. Although these tools are not motorized, they are highly effective and reflect the Amish preference for using practical methods without relying on electricity or gasoline-powered equipment. When the Amish do use framed raised beds, usually in home gardens rather than fields, they stick to natural, untreated wood. Cedar and hemlock are common choices due to their natural resistance to rot and insect damage. Treated wood is avoided because it can leach harmful chemicals into the soil, which could affect both crops and people. The Amish are also careful about using recycled materials. For example, they avoid reclaimed railroad ties or old construction lumber treated with chemicals like arsenic, copper, or chromium. This careful approach reflects a strong commitment to health, environmental safety, and long-term soil quality. Though not framed beds in the modern sense, the long mounded rows used by the Amish are often covered with black plastic mulch. This practice is widely used in both commercial and family gardens within the community. The black plastic helps suppress weeds without the use of herbicides, conserves water by limiting evaporation, and typically lasts for 3 to 5 growing seasons. This method has proven effective for increasing crop yields and reducing labor, even without electric irrigation or mechanical weeders. While the Amish usually garden in long rows, their techniques can be adapted to smaller home gardens. Raised beds, whether framed or unframed, should be sized with function and comfort in mind. For hot climates, raising the soil 12 to 24 inches can help keep plant roots cooler. For gardeners in wheelchairs, beds raised to 27 inches offer better accessibility. Children benefit from lower beds that they can reach easily. In terms of width, raised beds should be no more than 4 feet wide to allow access from either side without stepping on the soil, which could lead to compaction. Beds under 6 feet in length are easier to maintain when built from wood, as they resist warping better. Smaller sizes also support better crop rotation, which is essential for maintaining soil health and controlling pests and diseases. Framed raised beds are a popular solution for gardeners dealing with compacted, poor or rocky soil. One of the key advantages is improved soil control. You can fill the bed with a mix of compost, topsoil, and other organic materials tailored to your crops. This setup promotes better drainage, healthier root development, and greater control over soil fertility. Raised beds also warm up faster in the spring, allowing for earlier planting and an extended growing season. When properly mulched or covered with plastic, they suppress weed growth effectively and require less weeding. The physical frame, often made of untreated cedar or hemlock, keeps the soil neatly contained and helps prevent erosion and soil spillage during heavy rain. However, framed beds come with a few drawbacks. First, the initial setup can be expensive. Building materials like lumber and quality soil may cost more than simply planting directly in the ground. Raised beds also dry out faster, especially in hot climates or during summer months, requiring more frequent watering. In addition, crops like squash or indeterminate tomatoes may outgrow smaller beds, reducing their practicality for large plants unless space is planned accordingly. In contrast, the Amish approach uses mounded soil rows formed directly from the ground, often prepared with horse-drawn tools like plows and disc harrows. These raised rows serve the same purpose, lifting the soil for better drainage and temperature regulation, without the need for frames or external materials. This method is low cost, uses fewer resources, and allows for larger plant spacing in long rows, making it ideal for growing sprawling vegetables. Weed control is a universal challenge, and the Amish rely on tried-and-true manual methods. Instead of herbicides or motorized tools, they use high-quality hand tools like hoes and cultivators for precision weeding with minimal disturbance to the soil. Beds are laid out with care to promote natural drainage, which helps prevent standing water and reduces the risk of diseases that thrive in soggy soil. A common practice among Amish growers is the use of black polyethylene plastic sheeting over raised soil rows. This plastic mulch conserves soil moisture, blocks sunlight to prevent weed growth, and stabilizes soil temperature. Slits are made in the plastic for planting, reducing the need for constant maintenance. Though labor-intensive, this method is efficient and widely used in both Amish families and market gardens. While the Amish method is efficient, it can be difficult to replicate without access to traditional tools like horse-drawn plows or bed-shaping equipment. Building and shaping mounded rows by hand can be time-consuming, especially over large areas. Another challenge is soil compaction. Without enough organic matter mixed in, the mounded beds may settle and harden over time, limiting root penetration. This is why many modern gardeners using raised rows adopt a hybrid approach, layering logs, garden waste, and wood chips at the bottom, then topping with compost and rich soil. This structure promotes drainage, improves soil quality, and extends the bed's lifespan. Amish principles can thrive even in small spaces. Containerized raised beds, like untreated cedar or hemlock boxes, are safe, affordable, and long-lasting. Galvanized steel beds offer rust resistance for decades, with minimal zinc risk in well-drained soil. Fabric grow bags are the most portable and budget-friendly option, allowing easy storage and root pruning, though they need frequent watering. That's a wrap on our video. The Amish show us that thriving gardens don't require power tools or chemicals. With hand tools and natural methods like mounded soil rows, black plastic mulch, and untreated cedar, they grow healthy crops sustainably. By adopting these time-tested techniques, you can create a cost-effective garden that's better for the soil, your plants, and the planet. Simplicity is the key to success. So, which Amish technique will you try first in your garden? Mounded soil rows or natural wood frames? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless gardening wisdom and simple, sustainable living tips.